Hello again, space travelers, and welcome to Lemon Wizard's next Let's Play of Endless Space 2 as the Riftborn.
Heal the rift and save the Riftborn.
Yeah!
Lead us.
Heal the rift and save the Riftborn. The Riftborn are beings from another dimension who build robot bodies to insert their minds into to exist in our reality, and they can do all kinds of cool stuff. They're one of the most unique factions in the game. So let's give them a try. Also, little nuts and bolts thing as long as we're getting started here. This, you may notice, is now available in 1080p, unlike my previous videos. That's always been my #1 comment is, oh, can you do it in higher quality? And I've always not done that because my internet is garbage, because Comcast is garbage. But we're uploading in 1080p this time, because people want it, and we're going to try for that. Even though it will take way longer to upload, so I'm not gonna send a link to this until most of the videos are already up. But for those of you who follow me on YouTube and are just coming here on this first one that comes up, you should be aware that the later parts of this are going to take longer to come out than they have in the past, because we're doing it in higher resolution now. Anyway, back to Riftborn. So the most unique thing about Riftborn is that their population does not use food, right? They don't eat any food, and they don't grow with food. If you had lots and lots of food, they wouldn't grow. Now, you do start the beginning of game with one Epistis, who does grow normally, eating food. And if you conquer an enemy system, or assimilate a minor civilization or whatever, those people will eat food too. But the Riftborn themselves don't eat food, and the only way you can increase Riftborn population is by building the construction machine embodiment, building another body to bring another, brain in from the rift, right? And so, consequently, Riftborn don't have any real use for food. Also, your manpower generation, the passive thing, is going to be complete garbage for the whole game, which is why they have a nifty thing called Fabricated Forces available from turn 1, which will let you turn industry into manpower like you would do with, the Dust or Science ones, as anyone else would. So Riftborn are very industry-oriented. The other weird thing about them is that their planets are the opposite. You can see, like, this ash planet is colonizable from turn 1. Lava planets are colonizable from turn 1. Because they're robots from another dimension, they want planets to be sterile and clean and not have any of that pesky, organic life on them. So you actually look at the tech tree for the Riftborn, and it's like you start out with all the hard planet colonizations, and the later things are like, jungle and Terran, the stuff that everyone else really, really wants. Those are kind of shitty for you as Riftborn. You start out with the ability to do all the sterile planets, including both the hot ones and the cold ones, but generally as Riftborn, you like hot systems the best because lots and lots of industry is really good for you. They're specialized for that. Now then, before we get going, on turn 1 here, we've got, you can see, one of the things about Riftborn that's a disadvantage they have is their people are too slower, which, lame. But one of the interesting things that can help counterbalance that, you see that 4 movement on my freaking colony ship there, is that the Riftborn ships, even the unupgraded versions of them, have a whole lot of modules at the start of the game, more than anyone else's does. So, like, for example, here on the colony ship, most of them you can fit in, 2 engines in a colony, right? But there's actually 3 module slots here. So even though I'm starting at 04, on turn 1, you can definitely ditch the string gravitics engine and put 3 warp drives on there to make it speed 11, which you very much want to do. You can afford to do it, you want to do it, and at the same time, the Shadow also has open space for engine upgrades, which, again, because they're so slow, you really want to be going faster on these things. And then also, I'm gonna, let's see, what's he already got? A laser. All right, I'm gonna give him a beam. Give him another weapon there. So you should be able to, these first 2 ships, you can promote them for not all that much and get rolling. So see, now I'm way faster. So let's take a look at what we've got around us. Alright, there's the Nalin system. Okay, Savannah, toxic, Savannah. See, part of me is like, oh, maybe I should go over to Nallen and settle it. But the other part of me is going to not probe anything. Use my last 4. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, my God. That was just a complete misclick is what that was. That's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to go up this way and see what was here. Well, I'm just going to settle Nallen because I don't want to risk going up that way and not having a colony out on my first turn. And realistically, you know, the 2 nodes right adjacent to my home system, I'm going to be getting them both very quickly. So again, the only one I can settle at the start is the toxic planet. Which, as a side thing, I never really understood why the Riftborn can settle toxic planets or why toxic planets are considered sterile. Like, because they're full of life, it's just poisonous to you know, regular biology. But it's not like they're sterile. In fact, they're like the least sterile. Okay, I'm done with that. We're gonna move on. Anyway, I'm gonna do a drone network and get another scout out. And first hero assigned to the system. Also, another thing to note, unlike other people who use dust and influence to get more food sent, Riftborn can increase their, once again, it's industry to build the outpost, but you can spend your strategic resources to make those go faster, so. Oh, and I almost forgot to... I think I'm going to do rare earth foams first because there is an arid planet. No! Oh my god. What am I stupid? I'm going to do xenolinguistics first because that's the most overpowered technology. For a second I was thinking that Riftborn started with it, but they start with the other industry tech. And then I'm going to do rare earth foams. You know, and planetary landscaping, I'm probably not going to just research that at all ever. Well, no, I might, like, way later on when it'll take me, you know, half a turn or whatever. Oh, look at you, producing 100 dust in literally the first turn, Mr. Endless Difficulty AI Lumeris. What a jerk. And... okay, there's a minor civilization here. Who... well, I can't do stuff with them because I haven't researched the appropriate technology, but I can... even before that time becomes active, get a little plus from them for searching their curiosities. Let's see what there is. Retic Peddlers. 5 dust per curiosity discovered. That's one of the good ones, actually. And... yeah, go that way. The other unique thing the Riftborn can do is... explore 5 curiosities with a hero of level 3 or higher. Fuck that. Why is the reward Red Sang? Red Sang is... I don't want Red Sang. Food? Ugh. Anyway, that one sucks because, like, getting a hero to level 3, like, building 9 system improvements in one system will get that hero to level 3 before it can start going. I pretty much always choose Strengthen, because I think that's the easiest one to fulfill. Unfortunately, Red Sang is literally like the least useful resource. Ooh, what have we here? The Mayal system. Ash, lava. I want to settle that. So, let's see, how many turns for a Geist? 3? Ugh. Well, anyway. I don't have any probes in stock. Okay. Keep going. Keep exploring. Ooh! Auriga! Auriga. Okay, well... well, I think I'm going to settle that before I settle my all. Gotta spam some colony ships out is what I gotta do. Alright, let's see. Do we... still not have any probes? That's unfortunate. And for our next research, I'm going to get off-world agribusiness so we can start relationships with the Aider, and then I'm going to go into multi-thread management for dust buyouts. The Baron system. Oh, that's pretty good. Looks like I've got Jade Onyx near where I started as well, so... which is good. Jade Onyx is definitely the resource I want as Riftborn, because I mean, Jade Onyx is a resource you want as everybody, but as Riftborn especially. Okay. Oh, I almost forgot. Not almost forgot. I got sidetracked. The other thing that's unique about Riftborn is that they can create singularities. Like time-altering singularities. There's one that basically makes time go faster, at which point, like, everything builds faster. Your hero gets... I mean, you can look at it there, plus everything is faster. And then the other one is makes time go slower. Everything builds slower. Heroes get less experience, blah, blah, blah. And, you know, I'm sure you guys are smart enough to figure out, oh, I probably want to use the speed up one on myself and the slow down one on enemy systems. And you would be right about that. So, you know, always good. But those take strategic resources to do, and I don't currently have enough to make a singularity. But when I get 20 titanium, assuming I don't want to rush out a settlement, I will try to build a compression singularity. You want to, as much as your resources can afford, you want to take advantage of the speed up bonus. And the other thing I'll say as Riftborn is I definitely speed myself up a whole lot more often than I slow enemies down. Because speeding yourself up is really useful, and slowing enemies down is... I mean, I guess it's technically useful, but it doesn't feel that great. And they get all pissy at you if you do it too. Okay, yeah, let's analyze this planet. But yeah, you can only have, and you see here, there's 3 things. That's how many singularities you have, and you can deploy them on any system you have vision of. But basically, once you have the resource production to support it, you would ideally like to be having all 3 singularities active. Okay, Alpha. Gotta get more probes, man. Okay, Octans. Alright, Ash, Desert. I like that. No curiosities to probe, though, so... Let's go up here, see what that is. That is a collapsing star. Okay, that's a black hole. Nothing to probe. Oh look, they're cordial. I can praise them now, which I will. I'd like to assimilate them quickly because searching all those curiosities for more dust is going to really help me out here. After the Xeno-Industrial Infrastructure is done, we're going to go straight into 2 Geists to settle Oyera and Mayal. Probably going to want to get Octans before too long also. E has gained enough experience to reach level 2. Good. And as a Riftborn hero, of course, Overseer, you got this plus food one. That sucks. But Riftborn heroes, that's, you know, just plus 15 industry. That's pretty much always what you're going to take for the first level up. Oh, the Bagaba in the Arcab system. They've got curiosities to search. Plus 2 vision range. Alright, well, I do not have another probe for that. So I'm actually going to turn around and go down this way because we want to see what's around here, and that's sort of an idea of the top spot there. Okay, Shadow 2. Nope, you don't have anything to search.
In the name of the heart.
Okay, Unfallen Homeworld in the Tekal system. And from the looks of it, they haven't twined anyone else yet. I'm pretty pleased actually to be starting next to Unfallen. Cause, and I mean, I would say this probably is is an oversight on the part of Amplitude, but Unfallen are like terrible at expanding since the most recent patch, because the pirates, now that they've been beefed up, like the Unfallen, just their vine ships get killed all the time. AI Unfallen doesn't protect them, and it's a bad time to be a vine ship. This patch is what I'm saying.
The Unfallen watch you, unsure of your actions.
Okay, now they're telling me to get out of there, and here's a fun little trick for you guys. I still have movement points left on the fleet. I don't want to start a diplomatic penalty with the Unfallen right now. I don't want to piss them off. But if you manually leave their system without choosing an option, that just goes away, which is what you want to do if you have movement points left, because it says what it does if you say, okay, I'll remove them from your borders. It doesn't just remove them to the nearest, EZAR or QR32, these empty things. It moves them all the way back to my homeworld is what it would do, because this is the only system I have right now. It moves it to one of your systems, not an open system. And if you're a scout that's really far away who gets that message, like, you can end up having your scout sent all the way back home, and it's not what you want. So when they bitch about, what are you doing in my house? Just get out very fast is the answer. Alright, Geist. And, okay, that's not quite one turn to get there, but 2 turns is fine. Next turn is turn 10, and if Oyera becomes a pirate lair right as my fucking colonist gets there, I'm gonna be very upset. Alright, here we've got steps with Dust Nebula and Jade Onyx. Okay. These planet types aren't ideal for me, but this is worth settling anyway. And up here, yeah, they're trying to twine up their first system. I could screw with them, but I'm not going to. Like, I don't think I'm going to try and go for Izar, but I do think I'm going to get Oyera, Mayal, and Baron, and try to assimilate Arcab. And that'll, yeah, I mean, the stuff that's much closer to them is not very attractive. They're 1 planet, 2 planet. Okay. Plus 10 happiness on the system brace, yeah. Which... they're content. I don't really care for the militarist political ideology at this point, but Riftborn industrialists tend to clean up, and 100% more hero experience is actually more valuable to me than the approval right now, so... And, okay, that one's going to be done in 1 turn. And, okay, wait, 567. I think, where are we going to go? Iso, that's got a lava planet, or perhaps Galtour, because it's so resource rich. Or Octans. But here's what I'm going to do. That one's going to be done just on its own accord anyway in a second here. 3 turns for machine embodiment. How many turns for... 2 turns to colonize that. Okay, now I'm going to get another machine embodiment because I'm low on population. I've been trying to spam these settlers out. Go in to colonize the Ash. And this Geist, 567, I don't quite have that yet, but I will soon. I'm just going to buy it rather than build an industry. Speaking of buying things, let's... Oh, 4 turns for Galactic... What is that crap? That'll be 74. That's also 40. Ew. Okay, here's what I need, actually, is N-Way Fusion. Because chain gangs are actually... That's early game Riftborn. You see I've got 244 manpower here. That's all going to go away when my first system comes out. And then when these next 2 come, I'm making 4 a turn, So Chain Gang program is a great way to prop up your manpower early game. And also the other nice thing about Chain Gang program is, like it does for everyone, it prioritizes not your main population over your main population. So if I say, Epistis kind of suck, they give +5 food, which I don't want, compared to Riftborn, who are kind of super citizens, right? +5 each of industry, science, and dust. Like, they're the strongest population type, except for like really late game Horatio that's spliced a billion stuff. So using the chain game program to get rid of my less desirable populations will leave more space free for me to fill those spots with Riftborn, and also help me with the manpower without having to dedicate my construction queue to it. Okay, what's this? Okay, you guys can have 20% less health for 1 turn. I don't think you're fighting anything. Okay. I'm not going to search that curiosity because... Alright, that's a pirate anyway. I need like an actual fleet to deal with that. However, reaching that system has given me... Now I have 42 titanium, which means I can build a compression singularity. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to build a compression singularity and deploy it on my home system. Oh, no, nothing to probe. And I'm not going to settle Auriga. I'm going to settle the Lava Planet because that has way more industry and will become a colony much more quickly. And on the subject of becoming a colony much more quickly. Titanium makes the current industry on the system double, and Hyperium just adds a flat +25. So, I mean, right now I didn't have enough Hyperium anyway, but generally speaking, you'll want to use Titanium if the outpost is on like a lava planet or an ash planet or something with very high industry. But if it's on something like, we'll say, for example, if I'd done it on Auriga that has no industry at all, I would have wanted to gotten more benefit out of using the Hyperium one. That's just a flat % increase. And then, of course, they interact. So if you have them both up, the Titanium will turn the Hyperium one into double 50 industry instead of 25. Alright, let's see what we got here. Okay, Industrialists are definitely going to win. I will... I still want Industrialists to be the in-power one, so I'm not going to support Scientists. They're 14% above Pacifists, so they're probably going to be number 2 without my help. No, they're not number 2 without my help. The pacifists are. All right, well, we can roll with. Oh, that's convenient. 15 industry. I would rather lose the approval than the industry. Get a colony on Mayal here. And I feel as though I had 500 dust last turn and I'm not sure where it went. Okay, well, whatever. We'll figure it out. Ooh, the Diuvians. These guys have the Art of Science, which is 10% cheaper technologies. They, if you can get their trade, like, definitely you want to. That's just a really good, like, flat 10% less. Okay, Veron has got pirates. I'm gonna have to get a fleet together to clear that out, no doubt. But for now, Scout can just keep going this way. You, sir, meet whoever these dudes are. The Zavali. I'll praise them. Alright, so you see my first singular... Oh, that's convenient. So, my first singularity has completed, and it's up here. All you gotta do is click on it, and then click the system that you want to speed up or slow down, and there it is, it's done. So now this system is going a lot faster. Thanks to their speediness. And of course the Geist, my other things have made it more expensive now, so I'm going to build it with industry instead, because I don't have the dust generation just yet, and now that we're sped up here, it's going really fast, so. And I think I'm going to send that down to either ESO or Galtour, I'm not sure which one. I think ESO, because that's 4 planets. Okay, Mira. Lava and arid. Alright. Research. Let's see what research we want next. I would like to get farther into science. Well, first I want to increase curiosity detection. And then after that I want to go for PEV scale accelerators. Yeah, that's probably what I want. I'm just gonna get all 4 of these. Unlock all those new planet types. Also, better probes for my scout ships. They could use them. And yep. Speaking of, could use better probes. This guy doesn't have a probe. Alright, we turned into a colony on Oyera. And, alright, cool. Plus 2 well, alright, free extra, yeah, black manpower. I know I do. Alright, well, free population at the top here is one thing. Anyway, just like how for other civilizations, the more population you have, the more food it costs to grow. The more population you have, the more industry it costs to do a machine embodiment. But that number is only based on Riftborn population. So you see here it's 75 industry to build one in Oyera, which, whereas in Bracia it's 175. So generally speaking, unless you settled on a 0 industry planet, you can build a machine embodiment in 1 turn right after the colony comes out, and that's gonna pretty much always be what you do. After this machine embodiment, I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm sorry, Calgaros, but I'm gonna put you in the chain gang to do something about this manpower shortage. And more industry. And now we got Nalin up. Plus 1 Haroshems on my system. Oh yeah. I'm getting all these events to put more stuff on my planets. Anyway, yeah, let's start with the machine embodiment. and go into Xeno-industrial infrastructure. After which point, I think I'm going to immediately settle the Savannah planet. 10 turns, well, 320 industry. That'll be better once these get up. To start earning more Jade Onyx. In fact, how much Jade Onyx do I have now? 5? Alright. Okay, and I'm not generating any as of yet. No, yeah, that's just going to go straight into getting some Jade Onyx is what it's going to do. Ooh, okay. Friend or food? Well, I'm going to get the approval because I really have no need for the food. Hey, cute little pets, yay! I'm just imagining, like, the Cravers get to, like, Earth, and they find puppies, and they just eat them. And it's like, oh, no, not the puppies! Anyway, yeah. I'm very defensive about puppies. If anyone hurts a puppy, like, we're not ever going to be friends ever. Puppies are like, sacred to me. Alright, cordial with the Bagaba. Galactic commodity. Oh, well, that's awesome. I get that for free. Right, one random technology is what I think I want. And how long will that take? Okay, one machine embodiment. And then Chain Gang again. Sorry, Hiroshima. It's tough. It's a tough life, but I only have 4 slots on this planet, and I want them to be full of Riftborn. And I need the manpower, so... And yep, go to ESO. Okay, Shadow 2. What do we got here? Probe that. Hostile fauna. Create an outpost on the planet Care 2. Okay, I could do that eventually. I'm probably going to want to get Octan's Galtor and Mira before I go down there, but it does have Titanium and Hyperium, so even though it's a 2-planet system, it's worth picking up. Well, now if this is a dead end in the end of the constellation, I just want this guy to sleep here and get more probes to search the rest of that planet. Although that could end up going somewhere. I mean, it almost certainly will have a wormhole later, but I don't have those researched. Okay, capture, assimilate a new population type into my empire. The game gives me turns after it just gave me 2 new population types. Ugh. Oh, well, what are you gonna do? Alright, machine embodiment. And then I'm gonna go get some of these buildings up, because I went really hard on freaking settlers and don't have many buildings. After which point, I think... Actually, no. Yeah, I'm gonna build 4 here in Oyera and try to start doing something about these pirates before they get too out of hand. Jade Onyx. My favorite kind of Onyx. And settle the lava planet. Yeah, that is that last one. Oh, that's a 5-planet system. That's a tasty 5-planet system. Well, I guess sit there and wait for your probes to recharge because there's literally like 10 curiosities there. How much will a Geist cost? 900! Okay. That's fine. That's fine. I can sell things. I can get 50 more dust. There we go. And that guy is going to make a beeline all the way down to Bushir, because it's a 5-planet system. And I would like it to be a powerful colony of my empire before some other chump over here decides that he wants to research wormholes and take it, right? And I don't know if you guys heard that sound effect, but the that means your singularity has ended. Alright, new colony on Mayal. Atmospheric. Permanent monsoon. Alright, backtrack the paths of heroes. Alright, anyway, I'm trying to keep the video length down to around 30 minutes this time around, so I'm going to cut part 1 off here, and I will see you guys in part 2. Thanks for watching.